Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm joined here in Jeddah with the one and only Barry Hearn. Barry, we've just had the weigh-ins. Your reaction to the face-off to Steely?
I think they both look really up for it. They both look focused, and then you'd expect nothing less. They've had great camps. They're both consummate professionals. They look good. I thought Usyk was slightly smaller than I expected him. You know, sometimes you think he's going to bulk up. Didn't see any sign of that. Thought AJ looked very focused. But this is the preliminaries. Let's not get carried away. What really matters is when the bell goes in round one.
Barry, if I could just take you back to the first fight, your reflections on the first fight. A lot's been made about it, but I haven't got your thoughts on it. What was your thoughts on it?
Well, I thought wrong tactics for the wrong fight. I mean, people learn. We'll see how much they've learned. I thought Usyk boxed probably the fight he had to fight to win, and he performed extremely well.
In terms of the second fight, a lot of people have made mention of that Anti-Joshua has to step on the front foot. He's got to be aggressive. You can't let him breathe. He just has to cut off the ring. What are your thoughts, Barry?
You don't panic in boxing, you know, and you don't change yourself and your style overnight completely. There may be a hint more aggression. I don't necessarily see it as a three-round tear-up. But, you know, we know that Usyk was hit 4 times by AJ and he remembered every punch last time. That's a feeling that there's a way to get through to him. But Usyk is a consummate pro as well. I mean, this is a real... I mean, I think the betting companies make Usyk quite a big favourite, which surprises me. I think it's a very close fight, with Usyk just shading the favouritism. But it's one of those ones you just can't predict. You know, I'd love to be able to give you the easy answer and we'd all rush down to bookmakers and make a fortune. Not going to happen. I think both parts, it'll be a slightly different fight than the first one, but maybe not as different as a lot of people think.
Barry, you're someone who has your ear close to the ground and you've seen boxers come and go, you've seen the public take to boxers and sometimes not take to boxers. It seems that a lot of the public are writing off Anti-Joshua. Do you think that's fair?
No, I don't think anyone with a brain's writing off Anthony Joshua. I think it's when you're up there and you're sitting on the top of a pedestal, the only way is down. It's tough to stay there. Anthony's done a great job of staying there. He's trying to become 3 times world heavyweight champion, which is a remarkable story in itself. You know, there are always going to be people out there that have a little dig for whatever reason. I just ignore those people. They're inconsequential in my world. So we just get on and be entertained royally by 2 fabulous athletes in a sport that we love.
Barry, how big is the victory for Anti-Joshua if he gets revenge over Alexander Usyk?
It's huge. It's huge. It's right up there alongside the Klitschko fight in terms of setting the bar of where he is. But there's lots of other good heavyweights out there. Boxing's in a great position, isn't it? I mean, you know, you've got Fury in and out of retirement, like Frank Sinatra. You've got Joyce, you've got Dubois, you know, you've got Dylan White, you've got... Bless him, where is he? Derek Chisora, who I love, you know. I love these people because they give boxing the value for the punters that gets us off our settee and standing on our feet cheering. They're our heroes, really. So we can't put any... Whatever happens tomorrow night, they're our heroes. And we wish we were them. Part of us wishes we were them.
You just made mention of Tyson Fury and whether he's in and out of retirement. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think we'll get the winner of this versus Tyson Fury for undisputed?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, who knows what Tyson Fury's thoughts are? And that includes Tyson Fury. He changes his mind so often. It's difficult to find him anything other than entertaining. But there is no doubt he's entertaining.
Barry, I must get your thoughts whilst you're here. Legacy fight has been announced. Eddie Hearn's pulled it off. That being Eubank Jr. and Ben. You know the fathers very, very well. First of all, can I get just your reflections of the rivalry between the 2 dads?
It was intense, and I think this will be similar. I don't think it will be quite as physical. I think there's a bit more respect between young Conor and young Eubank. The first 2 fights were memorable in my life, and I regret sincerely not doing the third. This partially makes up for it. It's a cracking fight between 2 lovely boys.
And what do you make of this fight between the sons?
I think it's a highly competitive fight. Eubank is the bigger man. That would give him an advantage. His last few fights, he hasn't looked to me as if he's got that finisher in him, and he'll probably be trying to put that right. But Conor is Nigel Benn's son. And when the red mist comes down, virtually anything can happen.
Barry, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for speaking to the Boxers. A pleasure speaking.